For the sign of Sagittarius. Mwah, Sagittarius, this goes out to you. All right, let's take a look and see. We're using different decks today, if you've noticed at all. All right, let's take a look and see. We're starting out with the Dragon Tarot because this one tends to be pretty simple and gives us a clue on what kinds of things that are going on around us. Hello. Let's see. And after this, I am coming back after I do lunch. I'm going to come back and do some Q&A so you can ask your questions and I'll do some live readings. So definitely hang out with me today. That's what we're doing. All right, let's take a look and see. Sagittarius, this is for you. Oh, 7 of coins. Interesting. Some of you might be on the move. I see the Sun card, 7 of wands, and the Hangman. Expect delays in some of the projects that you're doing. The Hangman has to do with stuck energy. If you feel like things aren't moving forward or backward, so they're just kind of in the middle. This is the Hierophant. I'm sorry, I'm making things up. I wouldn't be surprised if we find the Hierophant in your reading now, but this is the Hangman. So if you notice, because I teach tarot, I love to point out things about the cards. They're images and they give us a feeling. For example, the Judgment card here has an anvil on the bottom and a 3-headed dragon. That's tension, expectations. But the Hangman here, if you notice, we've got, you know, the crescent moon here waiting for things to begin. He's hanging from the tree by his tail here, stuck. So he can't get down by himself. And sometimes this is a martyr, right? The Hangman is known to be the martyr. I'm suffering. You got a bunch of major cards here, Sagittarius. You and Scorpio as well. So Sagittarius has the Death card, the Magician, the Judgment card, the Sun, the Lovers, and the Magician. Sorry, Hangman. Wow, my mouth is all over the place. Mercury retrograde. So I have a question for you, Sagittarius. Are you feeling pressure right now? Are you feeling criticized, or are expectations a little too high for you right now? Are you finding a conflict in your dynamics? Maybe your love relationship. You have the Lover's card. The Lover's card has to do with a duality, the two sides of perception, the two sides, masculine and feminine. The divine masculine and divine feminine often have the same agenda but different approaches. So we have this duality here with the Lover's card, and the duality is about bringing these things into compliance, bringing them into harmony, and the struggle that is. So you're feeling stuck a little bit. You do have the Sun card next to the 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles here, which is moving or transferring from one place to another, or moving energies, shifting. I can tell that the Magician in play, the Magician is in play. So I kept saying that instead of the Hangman, but we have the Magician next to the Judgment card. So there is tension around communication right now. And for you, Sagittarius, you know, with the Death card in play, what I'd like to suggest is there's a transformation going on right now for you. And because you're not really up for change and you like your routine right now, and things are not moving the direction you chose, or not moving in the direction that you have any control or say over, so you're being called to speak to it. Anyways, that's the Magician. The Magician's Mercury. Look, I love this. It has the Mobius on here, which is balance. The Magician is a master. The Magician has all the elements that he needs, right? It'd be like being put in a kitchen that's fully stocked and being told to make something. You're an expert at it. You know how to do this. This is also on stage, so it requires communication. So what I'm seeing for Sagittarius right now is blinders on, can't see my way forward. This was showing up a lot for Scorpio. So we have Judgment next to it, tension, expectations, and the Death card, which is transformation. Don't ask me why Psychic Karma is sitting here going, this is relationship, because this really isn't a relationship reading at all. Like, you don't have a lot of cups. You don't have a lot of things that are talking about relationship, but all of our communication is with relationships of one form or another. I would anticipate saying that executing things, working on things, physically doing things is a huge focus. We've got the 2 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands. All of that has to do with labor, the things that we do, the work, actions, activity, etc. So 7 of Wands is overwhelm. 3 of Wands is that pressure we were talking about. I'm going to hold these in my hand as I talk about these because I don't want to let go of this concept. So we have the 2 of Wands for you, which is indecision. This is the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. And this is taking two concepts or two sides and seeing the value in both and feeling stuck in the middle a little bit. Hangman. These are both stuck energy, right? Analysis, paralysis, and maybe you're getting, so the 2 of Wands could be you and a coworker and your boss, and you're in the middle. This is your partner and your child. This is your 2 parents. This is the right and wrong. These are all the different ways that we evaluate things and compare. And this is causing a little bit of stuck energy, this choosing to stay right where you are so that you can look more. But this is causing some pressure for you. I would say you have Knight of Coins. Some of you started a new job and are starting over in a way, like even if you're getting a promotion, that's a new beginning. I am seeing Page of Swords. So this is, some of this pressure is getting to you just a little bit. Look at this, 7 of Wands, which is overwhelm. And things are still fine. It's just a pressure cooker a little bit. So let's get back to this. So like I said, pressure, right? That's this 3 of Wands. This is people looking at you, watching you, feeling exposed. Whether you are or not is irrelevant. Just feeling as if you're being noticed. So if you notice these tension cards here, we don't want to look at it. We're overwhelmed. We have too many things going on for us to take a break from it in order to see it clearly. So if we just take the blinders off, if we just take a moment and look at it, we evaluate a little differently. Yet the pace at which things are operating for you right now prevents you from taking a longer look at it. So we have to create time for that. The Death card has to do with transformation. Things are shifting for you right now. And then we have the Judgment card. Surprises, energy that's tense a little bit. Like I said, there's an anvil on the bottom here. And if we watch our cartoons, what happens with the anvil? Something always strikes it. So be expected to answer to things, be expected to communicate yourself, be expected to articulate and communicate. I feel like that is a big theme for you right now. And don't get stressed out if someone's asking questions. They're just looking for information like you are. Let's pull some cards here for your moon reading. For those of you that want your one-on-one, reach out, karmaondeck.com. You can book your energy session, energy work, coaching, spiritual mentorship classes, or book your one-on-one tarot reading and get some clarity on your particular scenario. Also, as I shuffle this deck for you, like, subscribe, share. I don't do any advertising. I just or let it organically be what it is. So if you liked the content, felt like this was of value to you, please share. Come join me on my YouTube so you can see picture to picture. That's it. That's all my comments for that. All right, here we go. Your moon reading, Sagittarius. Okay, the first thing we have is the Emperor. Remember, kings and queens rule together. Emperors are much more independent. Also represents the father. The Emperor is our card for being direct, being expected to lead. This is outward activity. Very rarely is this something that's inward focused because it has to do with more doing than emotions. I also see the Wheel of Fortune, timing. Again, you're getting the 2 of Wands. What is it you're undecided about, Sagittarius? This 2 of Wands tells us, you know, you also have the 3 of Wands. So here is Sagittarius watching the scenario in front of him. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is fate and timing. So you're looking at the timeline of things, how they're playing out. Knight of Wands is saying that you want recognition. Sorry. 6 of Wands is attaining that recognition. So I do pick up in relationship to this spread, and because it's moon, Sagittarius has decisions on the brain. Ace of Swords. King of Cups is our emotions involved. Emperor directing the path. So money is on your mind, interestingly enough. We have this 4 of Pentacles. So this, if you notice, is not hoarding. It's taking stock. What do I have? Sagittarius is really looking at where they stand financially. We've got the Three of Pentacles too. Look what I'm doing. So I would expect Sagittarius to find some recognition or get some acknowledgement of some of the things you've been doing. Don't be surprised if you get an award or a letter of recommendation, or even just recognition. Like, wow, thank you for doing that thing. Because these cards are all about recognition, coming back from the hard thing. With that Four of Pentacles, though, we're talking not about hoarding, but it's about like when the harvest is full, what do? We count it. We see what we even have before we make plans what we're going to put in the pot. Like my apricot tree, like 20 pounds of apricots. That card came forward to me in a different way when I was like, I feel like her. I'm not like greedy with it. I'm not giving it away. I'm evaluating it. I'm figuring out what is this that I do now with 25 pounds of apricots. This was my first time under this apricot tree, what I was doing with it. So one of the things that Sagittarius is striving to bring is balance. We have the Temperance card, which is balance. So Sagittarius is working really hard on bringing balance into their life. Page of Swords tells us that some of the things that you've tried, the new things that you've tried have been, you're just new at it. And so you've got to wait a little longer to see the results before you're confident in moving in the way in which you are. So Page of Cups, Page of Swords.